final stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead... need and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up or take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a 3rd down on the opening drive. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. second down and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll look to throw it here on second down. On the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled, but first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Aggressive call on the opening play. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in the scoring opportunity. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The back's got it. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes the USC offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? He dumps it off to the tight end. In the clear at the 25. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. They'll run the option. The senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
So a huge play to start the drive to get in scoring position, but now it's 3rd and goal. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, they come up short of the goal line, but you still got to consider going for it here. You could try to punch it in, try to be physical from the 2, but I'm sure they got a handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use here to dial it up. Let's see what they decide to go for.
And on 4th down, they line up in the Wildcat. What's the call here? Direct snap. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Breaks into the clear right down the middle, end zone ahead. They get him down, but not before an explosive one play on this Wildcat look. It's a 1st down. And it's a direct snap. Fights through a tackle. And stopped right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the 1st quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. He fires downfield. Oh, what a grab! Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Makes the first down, but pays a nice big hit there at the end.
Gotta love to see a quarterback willing to put his life on the line for his teammates. What a job here of picking up the first down, taking that big hit, and going right back to the huddle. You can see his teammates patting him on the back.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Trojans. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Steps out at the 22. Not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Takes the grab. It's Jackson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Sets up a second down play. To the air, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Call is on 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Marc.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with a touch pass, but man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. To throw, it's St. Clair. Quick throw, testing the middle. Wide open downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught quickly. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He finds some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that is incomplete, but there's a flag down. Did the receiver push off? Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. And the Trojans will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. USC. Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. Quarterback drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
It's an out route. The catch made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And the Trojans are going to cash in here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, USC. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kurt?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see in the game today.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So, second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. That one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he's not going to squander this chance.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Touchdown, Southern Cal. The special teams strike in this playoff game. Enormous moment. I'm trying to win a playoff game, Kirk. What a boost to get a touchdown off a punt return here.
Yeah, you're right. You're talking about trying to advance to the national championship. It comes down to plays like this that give you a chance to possibly get there. Huge return, great blocking up front to eventually take that one all the way back for a touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. What a catch! Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
The sure hands. It's Jackson. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. It'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking for a man deep down the middle. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Dropping back. It's Reed. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
No, kick it away here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's got room to run. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down. And the Trojans will have to kick this away. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Oh, what a spin. Breaking tackles and going. Breaking free for a huge return. They finally grab him. Lucky to keep him out of the end zone. The offense will start with great field position. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the single back takes the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And there's the handoff. Gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He lets it go. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. This pass is on target. Caught. They get it down, but the game moves the ball under the 36. Rush center down to the offense after that 1st down completion.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receiver.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Look out, he's in the clear. Out past the 30. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return to get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Back to pass. It's Reed. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Turns it loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Now bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Offense facing 2nd and goal. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. He's running out of time here. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And a catch made in the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Chris, I just love the call here in the second half. You're up by a point. Why not go for 2? Push it to a field goal game. Good call by the head coach. I'll tell you what, this is going to be an interesting finish. We got a good one on our hands here, Chris.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled just short of the 25. The first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He lets it rip. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. The Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down. Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. They give the defense all the credit, recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging them, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. On the ground, it's Jackson. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He keeps it on the design run. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Gets hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Up over the middle. It's Jordan. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Oh, incomplete. He nearly threw a pick in the end zone. Second down coming up.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Chewing clock with the running game. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. To throw, it's St. Clair. Pressure is coming. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Design quarterback run. Got the first down and still motoring. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. A pop pass on a jet sweep. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second and long here. Looks like the defense is set up expecting a run call. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? The pocket breaking down. Makes the catch downfield. They gain him down, but that first down should be enough to secure the win. They survive and advance to the next round of the playoff.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
He hands it off from the gun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. A crucial play here. They go to the air. Incomplete on the final play, but they wrap up the win.